Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foos Show!
What is up, everyone? I'm Josie.
I'm Josh.
With the food.
Thank y'all very much for listening to the Foos Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Foos Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F the Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos?
Seafood.
Yiggity.
Yeah. So we're doing this off of Zoom this time, and I think the audio quality is slightly better. But how you guys doing, man?
Oh,
Off
you know,
foo. Foo.
Thanks.
what the foo said.
Nice.
Yeah.
The noisiest foo.
Yeah. But we're all essential employees, right? So we're still out and about going to work and such.
Well, I ain't got a note like you, dog.
You don't have a note?
Yeah, not like you.
Yeah, my...
You have a cool ass note with the company font. I mean, a header on the memo and the little stamp at the bottom.
yeah,
it's all
just in
legit.
case I get hassled by the fuzz on my way to work. Be like,
Hey,
why are
Ricky.
you out and about instead of being quarantined and such? I can show them that, and they can leave me the hell alone.
I mean, they still pull you over though, so that was an inconvenience.
Yeah, it's a mild inconvenience, but as long as they let me go, it's all good. If they can just overlook the bricks of fucking paraphernalia and anyway,
Bricks?
yeah, just no, I don't want.
Never mind the open bottle.
Yeah, never mind anything in the car, officer.
What are you really putting in those sofas, foo?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
And why are they all being shipped to Colombia?
yeah, or coming from Colombia.
You're making a lot of trips to the post office.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you know,
Why does this specific fabric have to be from Colombia? It just does, man.
It just
I'm
does,
telling
man. The
What
ops
the
manager is just like some Colombian drug lord.
I tell you, man. It's the good stuff. Just turns into a Scarface all of a sudden. See, okay, I have a question. Have you guys ever just done accents and you have it right for like the first few tones,
Mhm.
and it just morphs into something completely different?
Oh
And, like,
yeah, it happens quite often, especially
Like
when you
my-
don't know what you're doing.
yeah, like you're Scottish will all of a sudden turn into Jamaican all of a sudden.
Everything reverts to Jamaican. Like when I do
Yeah.
my Filipino accent, it automatically sounds like Jamaican after 3 sentences.
I just expect you to say "mon" after you're done. Like,
What up, the grill, man?
yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, foo. Yeah, it's just crazy. But that's what I've been thinking about during my quarantine. So you know how mine's going.
yeah.
Yeah, slowly going into the grips of madness. But it's all fun.
Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding. Are you okay? Do you need to talk to someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You're gonna have to refer to my assistant, Mr. Clyde Frog over here. Clyde Frog.
Clap
Yeah.
frog?
It's just Clyde Frog instead of you on the Zoom, and it's
yes.
just the Foo's face as he plays. What are you playing over there, Foo? What's on the gaming system that you're on?
Nothing, Foo and Lil Dicky.
Oh, you're watching Little Dicky.
Foo, that is a terrible
Yeah.
angle for you.
It's just chins.
yeah,
It's all chins. So you, so this Little Dicky series. It's called Dave, right?
called
Yeah.
Dave. His name is Dave Bird, right?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
freaking
it's
hilarious.
Pretty hilarious shit, dude.
And it's almost autobiographical. At
Yeah.
least from the way he describes it when he's been on like some like Jimmy Kimmel and shit. But it's funny as shit, man. That guy's a funny cat.
He is. And did you know that the guy that plays his best friend, the ginger guy,
Mhm.
he actually has a podcast with Bobby Lee from Mad TV.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
called Bad Friends. And it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Nice.
I mean, Bobby Lee's just fucking gold.
He's off
anyway.
the wall, man.
Yeah, but dude, him and Bobby Lee just do a bunch of shit. It's pretty funny. I recommend people go follow them, especially if you're bored as fuck during this quarantine.
I like when Bobby Lee tells stories about his Mad TV days because apparently he was ripping it up like fucking John Belushi. He was just high the entire time.
Oh, dude, I believe it.
Yeah.
I totally believe
Apparently, there was one time in one of his lowest points on Mad TV. I don't know that they ever released it, or if they did, you couldn't tell. But apparently, at some point, like he crapped his pants in the middle of shooting a scene, and everybody was just super annoyed with him. Already was, because of all the antics that he was pulling on the day-to-day basis. But
Yeah.
yeah, he tells these stories of his time, like when he was just doing all kinds of drugs back then. And can you imagine? And then you're on Mad TV, one of the funniest shows of the like the 90s.
Oh, dude, he probably was feeling invincible at that moment.
Yeah,
Because honestly, Mad TV was really the only competitor for Saturday Night Live.
right.
Like for
Well, you had Living Color and a bunch of other like not many others, but SNL has become the staple for that kind of show.
Yeah,
Sketch comedy.
Yeah,
it did. Yeah, with the sketch comedy. Yeah, but yeah, God, yeah, definitely recommend that. And yeah, Dave is fucking hilarious. It's already become one of my new favorite shows so far.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen Dave, need to check out Dave. In particular, I think, what is it? Episode 2, is that the one where we are introduced to his sex doll?
That's episode 3.
Episode 3.
Is that 3?
Yeah.
How weird is that sequence of whenever he busts out the sex toy?
Oh, man.
With the low sounding music and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's so menacing.
Dude, when we saw that, like, I was faded as fuck. I was tripping balls, man. I'm like, what is happening? Is that real? Like, that's gross.
And then the things that he does to like compliment whatever
With
the
the
fuck
stick?
he's doing, that stick and the toilet paper. Apparently it's so that he can clean the crack of the sex doll, but the stick is like some like janky ass stick he just got from his yard, but continues to use it.
Yeah, he still keeps it in his room next to his
it's the
bed.
same stick every time.
And how does his girlfriend not figure this out sooner?
He hides it under his clothes.
I mean, God, guys,
Piece of work.
Great
Piece
show.
of work, dude.
piece of work.
But it's so ritualistic is what makes it so menacing. Especially with that music playing in the back while that happens. Yeah, it's almost scary. It kind of gives you the creeps. But speaking of entertaining ourselves, yesterday we did this Netflix party foo. After dealing with the foo for like 3.5 hours, trying to figure out an app on how we
Best Saturday ever, foo.
We were really just getting high and yelling at each other. So it's just like a typical Saturday, even when it's not in quarantine. But we ended up watching Outbreak on Netflix Party. But first I want to talk about Netflix Party, too, because the concept in and of itself is pretty cool, especially during these times. Foo, how'd you hear about it? It was because of another podcast that you listened to, right?
Yeah, I was listening to comicbook.com podcast, and they talked about how they kind of had like a live watch event, which was later I kind of listened again, and they were actually live tweeting it, but it kind of inspired me to be like, well, wait, there has to be an option where you can like stream stuff together. And then I think through trial and error, you and I finally figured it out once I like read an article. Like, I think once I put in how to like, cause I was typing Facebook watch, but I think once I put like how to like party, like have a watch party, finally it gave me some answers. And I think it was pretty effective, dude. We were able to make it work.
Yeah, I even ordered Wingstop and it got here, and I'm like, "Hey, Foo, can you pause it?" And then you pause it for all of us. It was nice.
Pretty trippy, dude. Pretty trippy.
And there's still a chat room feature on the right side, so everybody can still talk shit.
Yeah.
Without really disturbing anyone. Or...
Yeah,
it's not audible.
Pretty clever way to get done.
It was very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
It was a nice time.
Very nice.
So the movie we ended up watching was Outbreak, and prior to us watching it last night, I'd never even heard of it. And you guys apparently have been watching this thing on UPN back in the 90s.
Oh, dude, I've seen this movie forever. I love this movie. This is like one of those movies that if you catch it on TNT or something, you have to sit down and watch it. No matter what point you jump in at, because it's just so good.
Yeah,
so good old DH, dude. Good old Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman, and the rest.
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh yeah, Cuba.
Rene Russo. Almost called her Zellweger again. And the rest. Oh, and Patrick Dempsey for you Grey's Anatomy's fans out there.
Oh, that's right.
McDreamy. He's the guy that died. He's Jimbo.
He's the one that smuggled in that monkey.
Yeah, he's the one that caused all this bullshit.
What a dick.
Thanks a lot, McDreamy. Mr. McNightmare. Am I right?
Oh, God.
Oh.
It's always a monkey.
Yeah, so a monkey is what ends up releasing this into the American population, but they tried to destroy this particular virus back in the 60s in the Vietnam days by wiping out an entire village all at once by carpet bombing them?
Yeah, so the bomb that they described was pretty much an oxygen bomb.
Uh-huh.
So where they drop this bomb, and what it does, it sucks in all of the oxygen nearby,
mm-hmm.
and it vaporizes it, and then causes the explosion to push out. So it vaporizes all germs and pretty much anything and everything.
Anything with DNA.
Yeah, any type of cellular, something that has some type of cell structure. So that's what they were trying to do to this town that had this virus. But that's what they did at the beginning of the movie. That's how it opens.
Was nuts.
They get a piece of that virus just to potentially make viral warfare or biological warfare.
Yeah,
that was their main goal.
Right.
What is that clicking noise in the background?
It's the Foo, I think.
Like for real.
Pretend I'm
the noisiest Foo.
Pretend you're Bean? We don't have to pretend. You're there, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Stop being so loud.
Wow.
He's just clicking half the time now.
Tap
quieter. Tap quieter.
Well, I enjoyed myself during that entire experience, man. That was a good ass movie, and we should do that again because, yeah, man, that's why.
I mean, what else are we got to do during this whole quarantine?
Dude, we should watch a martial arts movie next.
Oh,
remember we were watching The Raid?
The Raid was sick. I'd like to watch The Raid too.
I would like to watch that. That's a pretty dope.
Fu, have you seen The Raid? You need to catch up.
No, what the hell is that?
No, it's a sick freaking martial arts movie. Can you describe it, Steph?
Pretty much this team of cops go into this apartment complex to try to push out a drug lord.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, they have to go through every level to get to the top where he's hiding.
It's a rather large apartment building.
Yeah,
right?
It's like 6, 7, 10 floors, whatever.
But multiple rooms in each one or homes in each one.
But the best part about it is all the martial arts moves. Like there's just long shots, there's knife fights, gun fights, and you just get sucked into it.
Oh, Josh, you walked in while we were watching it. We were halfway into it, and all the freaking fight scenes that were happening, you were already mesmerized. Josh still there?
Joshua.
Oh, great.
Was that now?
God damn it.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome. I'm always here to assist.
You're not, though.
Oh.
We were asking you a question.
Oh, you were asking me a question.
Son of a bitch.
We were asking what you thought of The Raid when you walked into it.
Oh, The Raid is fucking fantastic. I didn't even need to see the beginning of the movie to just jump in. Because I didn't see the beginning of the movie. Yeah, that shit was gnarly as fuck. The way he killed some of those guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that was some intense fighting. And I love, kung fu or martial arts movies like that. And goddamn, that one took the cake for sure.
Yeah. Well, Foos, enough about that. I really recommend, everybody go check out The Raid. But despite all this, apparently there's still some sports news, Foos. You guys want to get into that real quick, like?
Just a tad bit.
All right. Go for it.
Well, Foos, I mean, the only things that are really going on in sports right now are NFL free agency and 2K simulations. If you're really bored and need your NBA fix, you can always watch simulated 2K games that SportsCenter puts on their Instagram page, as well as Bleacher Report.
Now, are they simulating an actual
computer
game?
versus computer, Foo?
Or is this like a random game that's just happening on 2K?
No, so they actually simulate the games to date. So whatever was supposed to be scheduled for today, like in today's slate of games, they simulate those games throughout the day. So they follow the actual NBA schedule. So that way teams can do it. So and they do the whole shebang on these fucking simulations, man. Like it actually shows the players and like the little virtual players get off the bus in their suits. Damn. And like each of them have crazy suits.
It's like the intro to everyone. And
dude, and they still have the announcers on the sidelines like Doris Burke and David Aldridge.
Oh god.
They're legit on the sidelines. And they ask the characters, what was their reasoning behind that particular lineup change? Or what do you guys got to do?
Just 110% answer and shit.
Oh, dude, it's all platitudes. It's fantastic. So, I mean, hey, you can even bet on some of these games, Foo.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
I shit you not. Someone posted a video of a guy betting on a 2K simulation and got pissed off because he lost. Because he lost the 2K. And then there's another guy that bet on the weather.
What?
And there's a video online where he's just like, fuck, it's supposed to be sunny. Fuck, not rainy, no rain. And the mom's what?
Trying to convince his mom that
he
bet on the weather.
Well, yeah, his mom's like, what are you talking about? She's like, I lost $200. Are you fucking kidding me? I lost $200 betting on the fucking weather.
All these prop bets are insane.
Dude, he's just like, fuck. Oh, dude, it's fucking hilarious. I mean, this quarantine, you gotta laugh at the silly things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have the internet, so we could all get through this.
Yeah, man.
It's not that bad. It can be way worse than this.
When you only had to be outside, that was the only source of entertainment.
Yeah.
Was just riding your bikes, chasing each other, or throwing rocks at each other.
Yep.
Ah, the good old days.
Yeah, that was a Tuesday in my youth. Anyway.
Did you hear that Doris Burke got coronavirus?
Did she really? Oh no.
Yeah. But Foo, here's the plus side. James Dolan got the coronavirus, the owner of the Knicks.
Best thing that happened to the Knicks all year.
Oh shit.
That's Spike Lee. He'll agree.
Yes. Didn't Spike Lee get thrown out of Knicks games?
Dude, he vowed he would never go to another Knicks game again as long as James Dolan was the owner. And you know what? Looks like Spike Lee is going to be going to a Knicks game pretty soon.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, it was planned.
Dang,
it was all planned.
It was Spike this whole time. Wow.
So he spiked James Dolan.
All right, that's enough. God. That's enough, dude. What the fuck?
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I thought we were doing something here. Well, fuck me.
Fuck out of here.
What the fuck that dog doing in here all the time? Get him on a leash.
So what else is going on out there, man?
Well, Foo, you're not going to believe this. The NFL has put another black man on the streets.
What?
It's a travesty.
What the fuck are you talking about?
They released the Carolina Panthers.
The food's dying.
Dude, you almost made me kill myself in my room with no one around.
Oh. I could have been doing someone the service.
So why the NFL do something like that, man?
Oh, well, Foo, I mean, he kept coming to work with funny ass hats and sunglasses and scarves and such. What else were they supposed to do? Damn, Cam Newton. Cam Newton's, for those of you that don't know, Cam Newton was released this last week.
Oh, Foo, you remember that meme? Remember that meme, Foo? If Gotham, if Batman doesn't give himself up, Gotham starts blowing up.
He held that ransom for so long, Foo.
Holy shit! So Cam Newton's on the streets, but he's got a team already, does he not? Or
no, not at all. He has several teams looking for him in the Chargers.
Oh, I hope they find him.
Chargers are looking at they're trying, man. He's like the Joker now. He took he took the gig.
He's got a layer.
What else? I mean, Foo, what else does he got to do? He doesn't have a QB job.
And the government's telling him to stay indoors.
Yeah, exactly, Foo. He's got the lair on. He's got the lair ready.
Right.
He's gonna go after the bet. And then the Patriots are another team, but I don't think they'll sign him. And then what other teams are out there? There's like 2 or 3 other like possibilities, but right now the top 2 are the Chargers.
What about the Eagles?
Nah.
Dude, you guys need a quarterback.
No, we don't though.
It's funny when you were describing Cam Newton before you even said it was Cam Newton. I was just picturing Steven Tyler with his scarves and funny hats, just coming out of the fucking Carolina. Anyway,
thanks, sir.
Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, Philadelphia though, man, good landing spot for Cam
Newton. The Eagles may actually re-sign LaShawn McCoy. He may.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man, he's on the free agency market and get him cheap too.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing with Deshaun Jackson?
He's still on the team. We got him, Alshon Jeffrey, and they're gonna draft a wide receiver. This upcoming NFL draft, which is supposed to happen, I think, April 25th. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of wide receiver prospects out there, so I mean, they should be able to find one. I mean, we let Nelson Aguilar go.
To the Raiders.
Oh God, he's your problem now, Foo.
Oh
yeah, that's what you get. Hey, but you Foo signed Marcus Mariota, so not much faith in the car, man.
Cheap labor, dude.
What did Derek Carr turn into a Fiat?
Something like that.
Why did the Raiders have a rich history of making crazy decisions?
Well, you see, when the original owner was a madman and Mr. Al Davis, the apple does not fall far from the tree. If you have seen the bowl haircut that Mr. Mark Davis wears, you'll understand why the Raiders are the Raiders.
Damn Raiders.
It's like I'm expecting Curly and fucking Larry to come out the door over there. Hey, Mark, why'd you make that move? Shut up, knucklehead.
We just need the sound effects.
You hit me. That's not the only thing I'm going to do to you.
Oh my.
God. But that's pretty much it, man. I mean, there's not much else.
Brady's in the Bucks now.
Brady's on the Bucks. That's such. Right.
True. Hey, I think the Raiders just signed a tight end as well. I think we signed Olsen or Witten.
No, Witten. You guys signed Jason Witten.
Yeah, we needed him on that gold line, Foo.
You guys are gonna have the all ESPN announcer team with John Gruden and Jason Witten over there.
Hey,
you
man.
guys want to sign Booger McFarland too?
Dude, I'd be down.
Round up the squad over there.
He's a good cop, dude.
No bug. Have you guys seen these, since we're still on sports, have you guys seen these videos of them putting the baby filter on Stephen A. Smith and Marcus Spears?
Yes.
Oh, dude, it's great.
It's fucking amazing. Stephen A. Smith already fucking argues like a child, and now you're gonna put a filter about him actually being a child and saying the same shit that he says today.
Oh, dude, it's fucking fantastic, man. It's so hilarious. I shit you not. You guys need to watch that. If you guys aren't watching that right now, you guys got to reassess what you're doing in life.
Jesus, dude.
Oh, what? I'm just saying, bro. Just saying. Food, you got anything?
Did you hear about Stephon Marbury, Foo?
Oh, something about donation of masks, right?
Yeah, he's stepping up to the plate, Foo. He's working with the Chinese company to create 10,000 respirator masks.
Oh, dope. So who are they going to? Any idea?
To the U.S., Foo.
Oh, okay. Any place in particular?
I mean, the whole goddamn country needs it, Foo.
What more do you want?
I know, man.
Foo facts. Foo facts.
Well, you shut me up, Foo.
Real quick, Lack.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as it's quick, like though.
Yeah. Was that sports?
Yes.
Well, I figured we could just end this episode with a little joint report. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
Well, I haven't done one of these in a while, Foos, but I went into Leafly.com, and good old Leafly.com is updating their news section pretty regularly again these days, especially with this whole COVID-19. And one article in particular that stood out to me was COVID-19 and medical cannabis patients, what you need to know. This was released on March 26, 2020. Written by Emma Stone, but she describes, why have these dispensaries been pretty much made essential, not across just California, but across the U.S., where medical cannabis dispensaries have been deemed essential, which is pretty much anywhere where they have some kind of legality. And I thought that this was a very wise thing for the government to do, or at least grant to these medical dispensaries, because everybody's going to be at home. Can you imagine if alcohol was your only option?
Dude, I would just fall asleep every day at 6 o'clock.
Things would be violent.
Whoa.
I think the Foos more on the nose with people mismanaging their alcohol consumption.
Be a lot of belligerent people out there.
A lot of belligerent people. A lot of people getting hurt. I don't know, man. I just I'm glad that this is an option, especially in the situation that we're in as a nation or as a freaking planet.
And Foo, you saw me panic buy all those joints.
You bought how many joints one day?
I think of the premium ones, I bought like 8, and then
Jesus.
I bought like 10 of the $5 pre-rolls, and then like the day after Gavin Newsom made his announcement, I bought an ounce.
Because that's the appropriate response.
Dude, you're part of the problem,
I am just being prepared for the worst.
God damn it. Do you still have all that toilet paper that you hoarded?
Are you really hoarding toilet paper?
I didn't hoard any.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was the first time I bought toilet paper, and it was 3 weeks in this madness.
Well,
what
all
were
right
you using
then.
before, Foo?
The existing stock I had.
The existing stock that he had compiled over the last 10 years. So,
What the fuck?
one of the questions that this article poses is, how has access to cannabis changed to protect the immunocompromised? And one of the most pressing concerns for medical cannabis patients is how to get access to supplies while safeguarding their own health. So a large proportion of medical cannabis patients live with chronic illnesses that inhibit their immunity, rendering them more vulnerable to the COVID-19 and its potential complications. They're setting foot in a dispensary, and even with observing protocol to social distancing by 6 feet, this can still pose a risk to their health. So that's something that everybody's really considering. So a lot of what you're seeing these days, at least the growth of this particular type of cannabis side of the industry, is the online ordering and delivery. They had a huge spike in delivery in the last 2 weeks, and I'm surprised you guys haven't partaken in that yet. Have you?
I have not, Foo, and that's actually a great idea. I don't know why I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Foo, did you not hear me where I just bought an ounce of weed?
Was that delivered?
No, I went to House 100.
Oh, okay. What was that meme I showed you this morning, Steph?
It was like a fucking...
I need to stock up on 2 weeks worth of weed after like 3 days, like day 3, because he went through it. I don't know. I didn't do it right.
Man.
Foo, bad joke. Good podcast host.
Good job, Foo.
Went through 2 weeks of weed.
That made total sense.
In 3 days.
Yeah, something like that. Anyhow. But you guys have been still walking into dispensaries. It's been a couple of weeks for me since I've been to the dispensary. But have you guys seen any changes in the way they conduct their business?
House of 100, they actually wear masks and latex gloves.
Okay.
They wear gloves and they handle everything with gloves now.
Okay.
So they're not trying to expose nobody, and they no longer touch your like ID. Like they won't physically grab it.
Mm-hmm.
They just have you place it, and they'll look at it, and they'll type it in the info and let you go on in. So and everyone inside has a mask. That's at least works for the dispensary. Like even the security guards and stuff have.
Right.
Yeah.
The more concerning issue with that kind of setting to me is their lobby, because you've been in that lobby when it's busy, right?
Yeah, I mean, the last time I went last week, and the lobby itself wasn't busy, but I think they closed the gates after a certain amount of people for that issue. So because I go early in the day, so I don't really get too much of a rush. It's usually like after 3:00.
All right.
That place gets fucking like bombarded.
Oh, dude, I've gone around like 6 or 7. They're a madhouse, dude.
Actually, Foo, a couple podcasts ago, when you came into the podcast halfway through it, you were apparently in the parking lot of House of 100. I was gonna say corpses, harmonies. But you were there for like 2 hours or some shit.
I was there, so I was actually in that parking lot a little north of House of 100.
All right.
While we were doing the pod, and then I decided during the pod to because there's a huge line, like people are waiting outside in the rain.
Oh wow!
And that's why I was trying to finish the pod, and that's when I went to the coffee place in Terramia and got my coffee and stuff, and then I circled back right as the pod was ending as well, and the line got even longer.
Oh,
so I said, "Fuck it, dude!" I just went home.
Oh, you didn't even bother?
No, and then I went the next day, and that's when I was just like, that's what did cause me to buy the ounce, because like the next day, fuck it, right after work, I'm gonna go and I need to get this ounce or I might not get any weed. And you know what, dude? They had a lot of shit gone, at least that day after Gavin Newsom made the announcement.
Dang, it's like you put out a raid, but the raid was just the customers. Yeah,
raided ourselves, Foo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, that's all I got for the joint report. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
I've been smoking a ton of tweed.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, that's just a part of our daily lives, Foo.
That is it.
Oh, okay.
We are actually coming up on 4/20/20 this upcoming week. So
4/20, yeah. For the entire month of April will be 4/20.
In 3 days, Foos.
Oh my goodness. And then the first of it is April Fools. Are you guys going to do anything silly?
Probably smoke some weed.
I'm going to walk out my front door.
Oh shit, you're just going to get arrested? They're going to jump you like they did during, what was it, Chris Hansen? When it was To Catch a Predator?
Oh, I'm Chris Hansen. Have a seat.
Please, and then he tells them that they're free to go after the interview, and then only to be tackled by the cops. That's actually my favorite part.
Somebody's
gonna
run and then dive and then spear you.
Yeah. I like that. Even they're just like, get on the ground, get on your knees, and then the guy gets on your knees, but they still fucking tackle him.
I said, get on your knees. Where was I?
Oh my god. Yeah, those people are awful. Well, Foos, what was that?
Oh, no, I was going to say that it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, I was going to say another successful podcast, but I kind of want to take that back. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we'll keep doing this as long as the government says not to touch each other, because that's really
what I think the governance just said we have to do this until April 30th.
Are you serious?
Dang, they
I thought it was the 19th.
Yeah, fucking finally.
Oh, so it's not the 19th.
Our entire month of April will just be indoors.
Smoking weed.
So maybe see you in May. Maybe.
Yeah, that's you and Steph share a birthday that month.
That's right.
That's right, Foo.
Maybe
we're gonna be celebrating it at home,
just like me. I got down some shakies.
Shakies pizza.
See, with some mojos.
That's not a bad birthday, dude.
No, it's not, man. I was turning up, man.
Hell yeah, we got some extra mojos. on the side. She was
Yeah,
very
the
nice.
Shakey's down the street from our house does not fuck around with mojos. You know how like usually you get those mojos that are like almost like a perfect circle, right? Like a small little coaster.
Yeah.
And that's because they cut them out that way. This Shakey's cuts it long way, so you get this big ass oval of a mojo.
You know what? This Shakey's actually does fresh mojos.
Oh my god,
where
it's
most
so good.
Shakey's will do frozen.
Dude, you can taste the love in those mojos.
They're the best mojos.
I think that's called sweat.
Well, whatever it is, it's good, and they need to keep doing it.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the next time you guys have an opportunity to swing by, whatever the fuck that is.
Mayfu, we'll see.
We'll see, dude. We'll see. Yeah, we'll get down on some Shakey's. Because it's just entirely underrated these days. They don't make pizza and mojos and chicken like that anywhere.
And you know what? It smells like Shakey's too. Like it doesn't smell like a pizza. It smells like Shakey's.
It's
pizza.
an experience.
Steph, are you telling me you were like sniffing these fucking mojos? Like, does this smell like it's from Shakey's?
No,
she was fiending. She was fiending.
Did she cut it up and snort it too after?
No, that would be painful. Okay, I
Well,
just ate them really
you gotta
fast.
cut it up nice and finely.
Someone's never done coke.
Nope.
Good times. Well, maybe in May, Foo. Maybe in May.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
We're just calling April a wash now. We haven't even started it.
Dude.
April doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, we could.
It took us
we
a
can be
while
smart about stuff, right?
Oh my god,
I mean,
March
fuck
has
2020.
been the longest year ever.
March has been the longest year ever.
It sure has. Wow, Stefan, you're not even high.
Nope.
Oh, dude.
I have to go
Feel
through
sorry
this
for
sober.
you. Jeez.
God.
All right. Well, we'll end it here. Thank you all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F The Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Josh.
With the food.
And yeah.
Signing off, saying,